Hello friends, welcome back to another session of ECE Made Easy. In previous sessions, we have seen the various basic components used in electric and electronic circuitry. They are resistance, inductance and capacitance. Continuing our journey, let us see the effect of these components on our electric circuits, electronic circuits, and how we can make use of them. So as discussed, resistance is the basic property of any material that is opposing the flow of current. So resistance means oppose current. This opposition is we have because of the charged particles in motion that contribute for the current. They collide with the ions on the way and hence lose energy. The energy they have gained in the form of kinetic energy that's responsible for moving is lost, and this lost energy is in the form of heat, and the heat gets dissipated and will not come back to our system. So the analogy we can talk about is with a simple circuitry. We have a simple circuit having a voltage source that is the source of energy, and then we have a resistance, and because of which there will be a current. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R, or I is equal to V by R. But what actually this means is, let us take an analogy of a bike. Bike, a particular model, will have some maximum capacity. A particular model will have some maximum capacity. So if you talk about a moped, it will have a small capacity. If you talk about a scooterette, it will have a medium capacity. If you talk about a big bike, it will have a higher capacity. If you talk about 100cc, it is having a different capacity. 350cc will have a different capacity, and so on. So this bike is moving onto the road. We have a road. Depending on the capacity of the bike may have different speeds. So it can have different, say, maximum speeds it can attain. If you talk about a moped, it can have a lower speed. If it is a scooterette, it will have a medium speed. If you talk about a bike, it may be of a higher speed capacity. But just the speed is not sufficient for you to drive. The road is also plays an important role here. The condition of the road, if it is good, you can move at a faster rate, and traffic of the in the road when we are driving also makes a difference. So when we are moving, the condition of the road is poor, then we have to move slow. Or if the traffic is more, then we have to move slow. So whether condition of the road is poor or traffic is more, what we are talking about is we are feeling higher resistance for our motion. Okay, now let me relate the two issues. The capacity of the vehicle, I can relate with the potential with which it can move, or the potential it can attain maximum speeds, that's the velocity or the voltage. Then the road condition is something to do with the resistance. The more is the bike capacity, the more speed we can have for a given road condition. The more is the bike's capacity, the more speed we can have, and the more is resistance on the road, then we need to move slowly. That means the speed is directly proportional to the capacity of the bike, whereas inversely proportional to the resistance or the road quality or the traffic on the road. So we can say that the average speed is proportional to the capacity of the vehicle and inversely proportional to the road condition on traffic. So higher the problem in the road, lower will be the speed. Higher the traffic, lower will be the speed. So this speed I can connect with the velocity of electrons, that is the current, and the capacity of this is related with the potential with which the bike can move, and this is our resistance. So that's how we can reach this expression saying that the V is the driving force, the bigger the two-wheeler we are using, the higher capacity we have, so faster we can move, but we can't just keep moving with any velocity that this can attain, because it also depends on the road condition and the traffic on the road. So that is decided by the resistance here. So resistance to our motion is decided by the road condition and decided by the traffic. So what do you mean by road condition? So that's the property of the material as we discussed. The longer the road, the longer the resistance, the wider the road, the less the resistance, and the traffic depends on the number of ions which keep coming on the way. So this rho, L and A can be connected to this road condition and traffic. V is connected to the capacity of the bike, and the speed with which we can move is connected to our I. So that's what we can say about the resistance connecting to our day-to-day activity. So next session, let us see about other devices. Till then, take care. Bye.